Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this has been a true and welcome back to Three Kingdoms Mandate of Heaven. Well, last time, after a strong start, the Emperor decided that we were a bit of a problem and told everyone to go get us, which they did, but we've just about held firm. A massive incursion from Tao Quan did not actually go anywhere. Right now that force is pretty much screwed, trapped by enemy lines, slowly starving out. So are my forces, but we should be able to kick out Tai Shi Si without too much in the way of difficulty. And while we've been fighting around this frontier, yeah, Zhang Zhu has been heading up north, mopping up huge amounts of territory, meaning the Yellow Turban Rebellion now has a decent little homeland up here. A homeland very close by to the Emperor and some of his most trusted lieutenants. Liu Hong, the imperial seat itself there, Liu Chong, one of his strongest warriors, and Lu Zhi, one of the most gifted scholars of this era. We get those two factions out of the way, we've got a straight run at the Emperor. So it sure is bloody convenient that we have got ourselves a well set up army here. We have got Zhang Bao holding the Serpent Spear that we stole off Zhang Fei's corpse. Our old friend Pei, who is decent enough if unspectacular, but the real heavy hitter, He-Man, has joined us. He has brought some weird weapons, whatever they are, but he is indeed the most powerful. The game is not kidding around here. A spectacular duelist, he starts the game with Binding Fury, so he can do 15,000 splash damage around him. Love it. And let's just make sure he's got a good horse too, because yeah, charge bonus on this guy, very welcome. Very welcome indeed. So, the first roadblock in the way of attacking the Emperor is Lu Zhi. Now, I was kind of hoping my brother Liang would take care of that, but he's just been hanging out doing literally nothing and not helping the rebellion at all. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to stand right here and basically offer this guy battle. I'm going to see if he's willing to come out and face me on the open field. He can totally see me right now, so if he decides to come and attack me, I think I can handle it. Problem is, that's a defensive battle. I get my bonuses from being offensive. So I've had a pretty easy time in some of the battles so far because I was the one who started it. Some of those bonuses I won't be getting if I wait for Lu Zhi to attack me. And of course, you don't really want to be assaulting a city if you can avoid it. So yeah, that's going to be tricky, and I would rather he came and fought me. Just. He's got no artillery, I've got artillery, he doesn't have He-Man, I have He-Man. Therefore, I should logically win. Also, I am going bankrupt in 4 or 5 turns, so could do with a big battle, just so we can, you know, sell the stuff off the battlefield. Yeah, there's He Yi down there. Probably about to take this farmland. Dangerous position, but we've lost a lot of land down here. Primarily to Yan Shu, who's done very well out of this little rebellion so far. We've gifted a whole bunch of territory to him, which is not perfect, but there we flippin' are. Okay, let's see if he takes the bait, because no, he doesn't want to do it, and Tai Shi Si is naffing off too. Unsurprising. Ooh, here's a surprise. The entire Empire's just declared war on Kong Rong of all people. So, yeah, if you're playing as the Emperor, Kong Rong starts off in your court. So, I guess he sort of expelled him, I suppose. I mean, I doubt he'd be willing to join the rebellion, but it would be kind of amazing if the first guy I actually did my campaign with joined my second one. That'd be great. Okay, it's summer now. I've got 3 turns until we actually hit winter again. I think it might be time for us to go and hit this guy. So, even though he'll actually have the garrison on his side, it's not a spectacular garrison. It's pretty, yeah, it's basic stuff, really. It's not terrible, but it's not great either. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell my brother Liang to join me, and yeah, just go straight over here and hit this army as far as you can, please. Get straight over there, because we're putting this place under siege. Okay, the situation does not look so bad. 2 turns until supplies deplete, meaning they're going to have to come out and take me on in 2 turns' time, and that possibly means on the 3rd turn, they'll come out. The 3rd turn is winter. Now that works for me because as the defender, you want it to be winter, ideally, because their infantry will be slowed down, I'll have trebuchets, I'll have crossbows, I've got all my poachers. That's not the worst thing in the world at all. but I wouldn't say no to some lovely, lovely towering siege engines. Yeah, we got some new stuff here, by the way, you may have noticed. So, we'll see if they're willing to actually try and withstand the siege, or potentially if Liang will come and join me. Because if Liang would just like to come and stand right next to me right now, that'd be flipping amazing. Because then he can basically just go and do most of the fighting himself. I'll just follow after him, mop up, take all the glory, diddly diddly dee. Now, I'm not sure where Taishi Si is going, but I'm a bit worried he might be going for Hanei. So, I'm going to have these guys just trail after him, just for safety, so they can get to either settlement if need be. Ooh, and good news over here, Taishan has actually fallen. So, Huang Shao has finally done what he wants to do all along. Absolutely flipping magnificent. Now, Beihai, what is this, by the way? Who are you? You're actually not an incompetent leader. You're marked as balanced. So this faction might actually be willing to, you know, fight back. Some of these guys are utterly incompetent. Some of them not so bad. And I'm guessing you're Tao Kuan's son. So you're also vengeful. Right, Huang Shao, I suspect you're going to have trouble with this guy. He's actually got a fair amount of territory on him too. Okay, let's see if you're about to take the... Yeah, he's coming out. Alright, officially, we're looking at a valiant defeat. But I suspect we can actually pull this one off, even with reinforcements from the city. Alright, we are going to have advantages. Like, for example, He-Man, who is going to absolutely tear the hell out of everyone on your side. Two strategists, so we can't duel them. But this guy, Huang Fu Song. Let's just see what we know about you, Basic Axe. Okay, good armor mind, good expertise, but not spectacular. I'm pretty damn confident we can annihilate him. And then once that's done, strategists have like no health whatsoever. Lu Zhi, respected mentor, sure, but 22,000 health. That is not much at all. Any special armor? A bow. Okay, really want to be watching out for that. He actually is going to hit really damn hard, so be careful. He could properly knacker us. I mean, the real hard hitter is actually Zhang Bao himself, because he's 4,800 and then 1,500 armor piercing. He-Man, nowhere near as good. And I can't just move the weapon over because that's a two-handed weapon on Zhang Bao. So He-Man's not allowed to use that, tragically. Okay, pretty standard box formation here. We got some stakes over there. We've got our really damn nice militia of virtue unbreakable lads right here. Other flank, because they're a bit weaker, we've just got the G defectors, so we're going to have two of them over there. Elite troops on the flank, so we've actually got one of them on either side. Rest of the infantry in the middle, archers behind, and then, yeah, one weak unit of infantry right at the back, just to provide some final defense against these troops. Because these guys do have just the tiniest bit of cavalry. Also, some oil there, which I may or may not remember to actually set on fire with my trebuchets or crossbows. And He-Man up front, because I'd like him to get on with the dueling as early as possible. And bear in mind, He-Man is actually very, very good at shooting with his bow. He's got a bow as well. A bow that hits pretty bloody hard. 1,300 damage, 600 armor piercing, 13 shots in that. Together with special ability Hail of Arrows. So, yeah, 3,000 range damage right there. Not bad. And there goes the flurry. Oh, look at all the flurry. Look at the flurry, and that's going to do a nice little bit of damage. Now, activate duel. Doesn't want to duel. Interesting. Okay, you massive flipping coward. Here we go. Plenty of firepower coming down now. Liking that. So those horses are going to naff off sooner rather than later. Make sure we've got ourselves good targets here. Because, oh, blimey. That trebuchet is almost out of ammunition already. I'm not going to deny, that is an awful lot of infantry. Right there. And, oh, defense of the Empire. Yeah, prioritize hitting them, if you'd be so kind. Hit the units called the Defenders of the Empire. I'd like them taken down before they get any closer to me, because, oh yeah, they look tough and they've got big shields, but shields are useless against artillery, so that's a very good target. Here we go, fire coming in right now. Poison is very, very effective indeed. Once they've been poisoned, we might want to move that poison onto something else. They're moving around here. There are, yeah, some lovely bits and pieces in the way. They're firing on me, we're firing back. Lots of exchange of fire going on right now. I don't have the cavalry. I have 0 cavalry. Unless I send out my generals to try and take care of this. Okay, this is interesting. Openings are starting to open up here. I'm going to send He-Man out. And I'm going to send, Zhang Bao out too. So we're just going to try and get around them a bit here. Because I feel like some of these guys are starting to fall apart. You guys are falling apart. Get back in there. You weren't supposed to... Okay, seriously. Get back around here. You get in there, right in the middle. Now hit them with a Lord of the Land, please. That's going to be it. There we go. They're already naffing off. Okay, sometimes my units go berserk and abandon their position. That's a thing we knew they could do, so we're just going to very quickly draw up here. This is looking good to me. There's plenty of archers around the back, but they're running out of actual, infantry. And their cavalry has run straight into, the militia of virtue. So, those guys are probably going to be in trouble. How are these guys doing? I don't want to really redirect troops, but I'm going to... Oh! Okay, I'm really glad I left these guys here, because they totally managed to sneak some lancers up on me. He-Man, getting over there. Hit this guy with a stick, please. There we go. Okay, you're a bit too close by to spearman. I'm going to pull back... Oh! Here we go. This guy started to expose himself right to the front. That works for me. You guys are naffing off. You guys taking care of that. You guys taking care of that. These horses don't know what they want to do. Their archers are laying down fire, but we're under control for now. This is all pretty fine, really. Get over there. See off those guys. He-Man now needs to go and take out Huang Fu Song. Don't know how much health he's got right now. 44,000, which is not nothing. But if we just basically keep cycling around, whacking him with a big stick... That should be just fine. You're seeing off these guys right now. Yeah, they're running out of everything. And it would be a lovely time to set that actual oil on fire, but I cannot, so what can you do, eh? Right, Lu Zhi is now fleeing. That's good. How are you doing right now? You are down to 35,000. Okay. Focus on this guy. Do not let him get away. I would like this guy to die. If you could chase him down, I'd really appreciate it. Oh, you've got the way better horse. This is why you update your horses, people. Because otherwise, Zhang Bao follows you down and flipping murders ya. How much have you actually got at this point? And not much. Come on, finish him off. Finish him off, please. Just give him a damn good stabbing. Oh, that's a big hit. He went from 12,000 to 5,500. One more hit might be enough to finish off the legendary Lu Zhi. And down he goes. Don't know whether he's dead or not, but he's not looking so healthy. Also, here's something fun I didn't realise. You can actually keep using Hail of Arrows even if you are literally out of arrows. So, that's nice. Even though, yeah, his arrows count is totally at 0, he can just, like, pull more arrows out of his arse. Magic trick arrows or something. So, we've already got a big old pile of money, which is great. None of these guys are dead, however. They've all somehow managed to survive, though they are... Yeah, you're wounded, and you're wounded too. Okay, fair enough. Now, do I actually want... Yeah, I'll take some replenishment, because we did take some knocks there. As much as 2,000 gold would be lovely. And just as I suspected, Tai Si has come ashore close by to Hanei. So... we need to hunt you down. The army is already on the move to intercept. Ooh, something I didn't foresee though. Yan Shu is also sending an army. One that he's personally leading. And okay, Liang, you're a day late and $1 short, but thank you so much. That's going to make life a lot easier. And Zhang Bao's leveled up too. Okay, what do we want to give you? Ooh, 25% campaign movement range. I mean... I can't say no to that, surely. Yeah, there's nothing even close. Definitely take reach, love it. Though interestingly, Tai Si is not actually the leading general. And I can't quite get to Tai Si. Okay, bring the troops over here. Bring them over here because we do have this area locked down. I suspect you might be coming to try and assist. And Yan Shu might be doing the same thing. I don't know what you want, you stupid bastard, but... this has got to be the right moment for us to just go in, take the territory. Oh yes, even better, those generals are actually down for the next turn, so 100% we want to go in right now. Especially as we can let this stupid bastard do most of the work for us. Ah yes, of course, this is actually a city built onto the river, so as a result of that, there's a little kind of dock and whatnot. Oh, I do love the cities. Now you can approach them from every angle, and they're all different and diddly-diddly-dee. Okay. Have any towers fallen down because these guys have been under siege for one turn? Doesn't look like it, but we do have a trebuchet, so that's fine to be honest. This looks like a good angle to approach here. Fairly Spartan defences. Check out the new siege tower, by the way. This wasn't in the base game, but now you can build these two, which is very, very cool indeed. Okay, reinforcements coming in. Let's just clear out some of the defences while we wait for them to show up. So let's just set some towers on fire. This artillery's now actually got some experience, so it should be able to hit these towers pretty reliably. You're just actually climbing the wall. They are as well. They've just gone ahead of their army, and they're now going to handle this personally. Okay, so these guys are the big damn heroes of the battle. Got it. Alright, poachers, open fire on the horses, please. That should take them down. No problem whatsoever. Good, 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 good. Because those are the destroyers of treachery. So, technically, we're the treacherous ones. We want these guys out of the way. I tell you what, it's just nice to finally see my brother Liang doing something. He spent a lot of this campaign doing literally flip all, and finally, he gets to take this city he's been squatting outside of for the past 6 years. And when I say he gets to take it, I mean, you know, I get to take it. But he gets to do the heavy lifting. Right, it's all coming down to one final last desperate scrum just in front of the steps up to the plaza. Not even sure who's firing on that tower over there, but it seems to be exploding. They've thrown everything they've got left at this one tiny choke point here. So, I'm pretty sure I've got my guys just round the corner. Here we go, and no, they're collapsing. They're giving up. I don't know where the last of their generals is. Well, he's fleeing. He's definitely fleeing, and honestly, you could just go. You're just some nobody. Have fun joining somebody else's faction. Maybe I'll see you again later. And if I've got this right, this should be one decent amount of money. Not bad, 500 there. Together with, I was attacking, another 20 zeal. Obviously, we'll be moving in, aiding the wounded, diddly diddly dee, for we are the good guys. And Lu Zhi has been taken care of. Now, the small problem is, we never killed him. He was still alive at the point where his faction was destroyed. So, again, we might be running into him down the line, potentially. Alright, Zhang Lang, now we've taken care of that, head over here, lock down Shandang, start heading north a bit. I'm going to take this copper mine and use it as a jumping off point to attack the capital, because there's a crossing point right there. And Zhang Zhu up north is doing a good job moving towards Zhangyan, so hopefully we can take care of him momentarily. Aha! I've found Kong Rong. Naturally enough, of course, he's in his starting town of Beihai, exactly where I started, so okay, this is interesting. Negative. Strategic threat, cultural differences, but he doesn't despise me. Tragically though, yes, because he's not a yellow turban, we cannot really bring him aboard. There's nothing we can do. Such a shame. It would have been lovely to actually have an ally on his side. Okay, keep an eye on those two armies. In particular, Liu Chong's about to go and absolutely annihilate. Oh, He Yi. He Yi's just dead. Okay, that's a bit of a shame. And that was a second army from Zhang Zhu. Well done. Liang's actually backing off, going towards Shandang where I wanted him to go. Good. They're starting to trade second armies, or at least Zhang Zhu is. And hang on, what do you want to do precisely? Why do you want to go to war with Kong Rong? Are we not at war with enough people already? You know what? Fair enough. Sure, I'm not going to say no. Then again, if I did say no, Kong Rong would... Okay, Kong Rong would come to like me, but then on the other hand, it's not like it flipping matters, so... oh, and Huang Shao would really hate it. Yeah, you know what? I've got to stay in good form with my brothers, because they're literally the only people willing to actually, you know, work with me right now, so screw it. And where is Yanshu going? As I suspected, he's rushing to Dong, isn't he? Yeah, he's totally running to Dong. Yeah, He Yi's gone, but I don't know whether the man himself is dead or not. He might show up again later. Oh, and speak of the flipping devil, there he is, He Yi. Yes, we absolutely 100% want to be recruiting He Yi. So, He Yi, leader of the people, obviously as a legendary healer, gets some really nice stuff going on. So some really, really damn good stats, which doesn't actually hurt at all. Melee evasion up for his melee infantry, very nice. Comes with his own really, really nice armor. Comes with a family spear. Comes with an accessory, a Jade Horseman, doesn't hurt. Look at that instinct. Pretty damn nice, all things considered. Now, what are you good at? Armor up for your retinue. You've also got Judgment. 19,000 splash damage. Not bad. Not flipping bad at all. I think I know what we need to do here. The economy totally 100% can't take it, but we've got to do it. I mean, we've got to have the tag team of Zhang Bao, He-Man, and He Yi. And yes, I'm aware technically they should probably be pronounced the same. So if it's He Yi, which the woman who introduces the faction says, so I'm assuming it's correct, it probably should be Her Man as well. But I prefer saying He-Man. It entertains me more. Anyway, for the time being, we've got to deal with you. Alright, flipping Tai Shi Si. Decisive victory. Yeah, you're not in a great position. I'm happy to just delegate that one. That's absolutely fine. I stabbed her and then actually cut off her head with a stick. So, she's dead. And you are, wow, you did a fair bit of damage. Actually, 60 kills. That's nothing for Tai Shi Si. And any chance we were just able to capture Tai Shi Si? No, tragically not. He was probably holding something really good as well. Okay, just make sure you can't make it over to me. Maybe you can, maybe you can't, I'm not sure. Okay, so, thing we need to do, pay. I love ya. I love you so much, but I love He Yi more. We need all legendaries in my main team. If we're attacking the Emperor, we need to be doing it with all of my absolute best. But problem. Big problem. He Yi is about support. Good for controlling, you know, infantry. And, yeah, you're controlling the archers. So, Pei goes and joins this army over here. And, of course, He Yi joins the big army. Though, admittedly, he already comes with, like, a lot of troops. Some of whom I might not necessarily want. Who are these guys? You're just basic spearmen, to be honest. I don't really want you to have... Ooh. You do have a Chosen of the Eight Immortals. That's nice. In fact, I'm not sure I'm actually allowed to have that unit. That's not one of my units. I think that's one of the special units of... I thought it was one of Zhang Zhu's special units, but maybe He Yi's got it as well. So, okay, I've got one of these now. They're pretty damn good. They're basically just a bunch of really strong assault infantry who run around wielding dual axe polearm things. Okay, swap out the weak spearmen in Zhang Bao's army for another poacher. And then, yeah, we're going to keep the actual decent infantry, these spearmen and these Chosen of the Eight Immortals. Then on top of that, we've already got some good spearmen over here. We've got the Militia of Virtue. So, just prop up my archers a bit by providing 2 more poachers into He Yi's army. And that should be pretty darn good. This army, meanwhile, just needs to stay over here by Hene because, yeah, it's about to be winter and Yan Shu is sniffing about. So, let's just make sure we know what's going on there. And yes, indeed, Yan Shu moves straight into Dong. We might want to go and deal with that. Cao Song's also attacked Yan Shu. Ooh, Cao Song is obviously of Cao Cao's line, so that's interesting. That's very interesting. Where's Cao Song precisely? He starts somewhere down over here, I think. So some people are thinking, oh yeah, Yan Shu's a bit too strong right now. He's getting a bit too big for his boots. I mean, I'd love to just go over and attack him now, but problem is, supplies are low. Yeah, when you merge armies, supplies sometimes go a bit bananas for some reason. Okay, my armies just need a bit of R&R, so I'm just going to wait out the winter, see what Yan Shu does next. And, oh! Right. That's the Emperor's army right there, and never mind. The Emperor's army was there, and then Liang just murdered it. So, okay, bit of a slow start for Liang, but he's finally starting to make some bloody nice progress. And Zhang Zhu has finally managed to make his way over to Zhang Yan's territory. So, he should be knocking that over momentarily. Then he can just start swinging south through the mountain pass, taking all of that. Meanwhile, yeah, well, bloody done. You just actually demolished the Emperor's army there. So that's That's really good. Though on the other hand, yeah, Liu Bao's right here. Not the best army, mind you, but I'm still a little bit worried about it because, you know, it's a full stack army. That's always a concern. This territory is walled. This territory isn't, but where's... Oh. Yan Shu's on the move. Okay, we've got 2 full enemy armies on the river. That worries me more than a little bit. Also, I don't mean to be a spoilsport or anything, but I can't help but notice, Yan Shao's now here. Okay, what's your deal and why are you here? And why have you just kicked my brother out of his only bloody city? Okay, the year's 188, so it's 2 years before the main game begins, so I'm guessing, yeah, all the traditional Three Kingdoms base game generals are just going to start spawning in, which is nice. So, yeah, now Yan Shao's here. I mean, I feel like we should really shut this nonsense down before it becomes a problem, and even though you're actually going in that direction... Okay, you, come over here. We need to... Oh, okay. We need to actually have an alliance war against Yan Shao. I've joined up to all of your alliance wars, alright, so we really need to make this happen. Yeah, everyone is 100% on board because the Yellow Turban Rebellion just cannot get enough of flipping war. Oh, and hilariously, Yan Shu's actually on board with this too. Marvellous. He actually really likes the fact I'm doing this. So, now we just go over here and put your one city under siege because its garrison isn't actually ready to go yet. And also, it's a very underdeveloped city. So, I mean, we could just move in right now. I could just auto-resolve this night win. But, no. I think I'll let him come to me for the time being. May as well just get ourselves... No. Do have the towers, please. There we go. May as well let him just come round and attack me, because he's basically got no choice but to do so. And my main army's not moving anywhere till I know what's going on with, yeah, Yan Shu and Liu Bao. Then again, I'd probably be better off going towards the farmland. Hanei is walled. He can't just walk in. So, main army now over here, just till we've taken care of some of these bloody enemy armies that are everywhere. Okay, Liu Bao is... Nope, Liu Bao just jumped on one of the armies of Zhang Zhu, the smaller one. So that is unfortunate, but not a massive loss. Yan Shu is going back into Dong, and unsurprisingly, Yan Shao's on his way. But I feel like that army is pretty bloody flimsy. Yeah, I'm not too worried, actually. Yeah, very simple fight indeed. They just walked straight into a meat grinder of caltrops. Okay, Zhang Yan's being destroyed up north. Good job over there, Zhang Zhu. And my secondary army should now be able to walk straight into this city because, oh yeah, there's nothing left. There's nothing left there, and that'll be the end of Yan Shao as well. So, we're just getting through the base game characters nice and fast. Though this does rather unfortunately mean, yeah, I've got this lovely big bit of green territory here. Zhang Zhu's got this lovely blue strip up here. Liang has got one farm. Liang is not having a good game. Okay, the secondary army, together with Huang Shao, should be able to deal with the Yan Shu situation, meaning, yeah, my main army can get back to its primary job, which is, oh, blimey, there's a massive, oh, bloody hell. Okay, so the Empire begins with, yeah, Imperial Sword Guards. Also, some Imperial Gate Guards, so, Heavy Glaive and Heavy Sword. And, oh dear, that's not so good. And also the Butcher of the He is here, so that's good. That's good as well. That's a good name. Oh, good, and Liu Chong's also showing up with, oh, 2 armies. 2 armies is good. So he's got 2 full stack armies just floating around. Because He Yi's dead, so he's not really got anything else to do with his time right now. So yeah, they're here. They're here now. That's good. Ping Wan now has walls. Hanei has walls. Hanei's farmland has one of my main armies defending it. So, oh, you might be about to come and have a go. Still, that's your terrible army. If your awful army wants to come and have a go, that's not so bad. Also, looks like I can just get to the copper mine. Oh yeah, nice and easy. Okay, so, just move in there. We are now next door neighbours with the primary Imperial army. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. I'll take the Zeal mines. Okay, that might not have been the best idea. Apparently they wanted to assassinate me in that town. So, okay, someone's coming at me with a knife. Now, I can either, wow, I could try and hide behind her Yi, but only if I was weak or cowardly. That's not so good. I might just have to stand still and take it, because I'm not strong or brave enough to deflect the blow, or agile or coordinated enough to actually dodge the attack. So, that's a shame. It would be great if I became famous for dodging an assassin's knife, but no. I'm just going to have to stand still and accept being... Well, it says wounded. I can't help but notice there's a gravestone there, which is a bit worrying. Okay, I'm only going to be down for one turn. I needed a turn to actually recharge my troops anyway. Not the end of the world, because, oh, bloody hell, that's...
Possible.
I'm not sure that's actually possible right there. We might need, yeah, potentially might have been a bit optimistic, saying, hey, let's go and take the Imperial capital. Okay, Liu Bao is now making his way up the river. And, oh, he's come ashore close by to Hanei. Okay, that guy, meanwhile, is just pottering about. That looks like a rebellion to me. I'm guessing that's a rebellion that would take the city, but Liang's going to get it first. And Jianshu is back in his city. Oh, there's so much strength just floating around here. Also, Yan Shao isn't quite dead yet, but I suspect he can't really break into anything, so that's fine. Ooh, there's Liu Zhang. Right, more historical figures starting to show up. Lovely. Oh dear. So the army of Tao Quan's son is back as well, together with the army of Yan Shu. And the army of Liu Chong. The army of Liu Bao's already invaded. Liu Chong himself, together with another army. And the Emperor's also deployed his secondary force to move in that direction. So that's... What is that? 4, 5, possibly 6 full-stack armies just sort of gathering on the edge of my land. I've got 2 armies, by the way, so that's good. Oh, and Yan Shao's not technically dead yet, the stupid bastard. Ooh, but history's starting to happen. Okay, this is interesting. Obviously, Dong Zhao and Lu Bu are starting to become friends. So, okay, this is interesting, because, ooh, it's winter 188 right now, so, just out of interest, when we hit the year 190, maybe I don't really need to worry about the Emperor so much anymore, because the problem's gonna deal with itself. Also, I know Liu Bao's somewhere in this territory, but he's hiding in a forest. I don't want to get ambushed in a forest, so I'm just gonna leave him be. If he wants to take this tiny bit of farmland, he's welcome to do so. I'll gladly ambush him there. I'm also getting worried enough at this point, so I'm going to throw up a garrison nice and fast right here in Pingwan. Because, yeah, that's starting to look a little bit on the dubious side. And, oh, hang on. That's a good point. Have we by any chance got any? No, we've got no local leaders yet. Still can't appoint them. Because, yeah, that's tied to tech, not anything else, I believe. So, okay, that's not so good. What could we do here to reinforce this? And, ooh. That was... Okay, I was excited because it was purple, but unfortunately doesn't actually boost industry income at all. I tell you what, this'll do. Discipline of the land, getting enemy morale down in local and adjacent commanderies. So in other words, if I do it in Hanei, that's pretty much the entire coast of the Yellow River covered. Yes, screw it, let's make that happen. Yep, history's taking its course. We have hit harvest of 189, and the old Emperor Liu Hong has passed away. Of course, leading to a small problem, which is, yes, the next people in line to the imperial throne, children. And underage puppet emperors, that was never a good thing for China. So, Liu Hong's gone, we've got a regency going on here, the Empress, and yes, in general, everything's about to start getting worse. Also, Liu Bao took Liang's final bit of bloody land, so we're going to need to go sort that out now. Because, you know what, may as well have it for myself. Oh no, this is interesting. It would appear that some of my troops have sort of picked a fight with some farmers. Because we were just passing through a farm, so some of my guys who have got the raider trait have started just not only setting things on fire, but just murdering wandering NPCs, which is very dickish of them, but I guess that's a thing they just do. Okay, battle begins in full here as these guys start to move forward. We've obviously got the artillery advantage. They're firing in some fire arrows. I think I might actually have... No, I don't have those myself. I thought I had those. Hang on, don't I have those for at least one unit? We've got one unit. You've got fire arrows, but the poison guys can't fire fire arrows. They're firing, you know, poisoned arrows, which is good. That makes sense. Are you guys actually willing to, I don't know, say duel? Okay, what about Zhang Bao? He's... Okay, they're not wanting to duel him either. Nobody wants to duel. We might need to go and assassinate some of these here leaders. In fact, you're looking vulnerable. Just in the middle of some militia. Right, so, everybody, apart from he, because it's not really your job, but you two, get over here. Let's assassinate Liu Bao, please. And while you're on the way, He-Man, just put a giant hail of arrows right about there, please. So let's just get a little bit of lovely stuff going on. Right here, please. Right here. Come on, there we go. You're going in there, smashing into him, diddly diddly dee. And where's the, there it is. There's the hail of arrows. It flipping hurts too. Right, now, start whacking Liu Bao, please. I'm confident my front line can take this. Okay, my troops have also panicked, and so, well, they're not really panicking. They've just started to, oh, there's trees everywhere. Oh, this is a bloody mess. Can you guys take this? Oh, you're yellow turban warriors. I think you can take this. You're fine. You could be in a bit of trouble. You need to get over here. Reinforce against that vanguard, please. And, yeah, Liu Bao is already in a lot of trouble, actually. Down to 16,000, 15,000, falling fast. Just chase him down, please. There's a lot of fire being put on this flank, but these are relatively disposable troops. These are basic redeemed outlaws. There's a lot of stuff going on over here too. Okay, this is all under control. Oh, the trees are on fire now. That's not good. That's not good. Right, okay. Change some of your attention over here. I think Liu Bao's dead. You've just panicked. You might have been his wife or something. I don't know. But you've come charging forward, which is good. You're a strategist. You'll die very easily. You're very, very squishy indeed. Fire seems to be... Oh, you guys are holding firm because... Ooh, are you actually unbreakable? Because you seem to be doing a good job holding so far. Well done. Lay down the fire over here. Zealots of the way. I've got reserves at the back. It's time to commit those. You guys, get over here. You guys, get over here. You guys, lay down the fire right there. Where are my poison guys? Oh, they've taken a bit of a knock, actually. They possibly just set themselves on fire at some point. Lay down the fire on the infantry of Jing. Those guys are the important ones. Lay down the poison right there. There we go. So venomous shot. That's doing damage over time. Now hit these guys, the infantry of Jing, right there. Where's the other leader gone? I think she's dead too. Good. You two just keep on keeping on. It's time for you to actually head over here. And actually, hang on. If you were to get right over here, right up to the side of them, it's time to use... Ooh. You want to fight, do you? No, we're not doing that. Not he. Right, just get right here. Right about here. And now, right to here. There we go. This should be a good angle too. Oh, you cowards. You absolute flipping cowards. I was about to launch an amazing shot into... Now I'm about to launch it to my own guys, aren't I? Oh, that's still pretty good. That's still pretty good. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That'll do. Anybody else want to fight at this point? Do you actually want to fight? You do as well. Oh, look at that serpent spear. Look at that cape. Look at that magnificent pirate hat. And... Come on. Down you go. I think he's about to lose his face or something. Come on. Get in there. Oh, we managed to avoid that one. The farm's on fire. I hope I'm winning the fight elsewhere. Oh. And... Yeah. That seems like that's pretty done. Don't know what that was for. Ooh, fire shot in the back. Oh, look at the sky. Bloody hell, this game's pretty. Right, so... He's dead. That's nice. And there we go. Last unit breaks. That was one hell of a battle. And I feel like about 200 of the casualties were just me, you know, marching for a farm, setting it on fire, and then having my own troops march through the fire. Because a lot of this farm is still on fire. So that's a thing to watch out for in future. Damn, it's a pretty game. Oh, that's a healthy amount of money, together, of course, with some zeal right there. We'll be moving in. So now Liang has... absolutely no territory whatsoever. I'm so sorry, but literally you've got nothing. Yep, that's me in green, that Zhang Zhu in blue. Dong Zhao's getting close, in fact, it's the year 189 and Dong Zhao's expanding towards the imperial capital. Ooh, here's good news though. History continues to play out and now the eunuchs have killed He Jin, which is good, because he was terrifying. But don't worry, the He Jin forces have killed the eunuchs. Yeah, basically Chinese history in 189 was basically just Benny Hill themed murder. Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure history's happened. It's winter 189, and I can't help but notice there's been a bit of a change of management over at Luoyang. So Dong Zhao now seems to be in control, and the Empress has immediately offered me peace. Okay, interesting. Now, if I say yes to that, Han Empire's happy, and Dong Zhao's happy, Liu Zhang's happy, Gongdu's not so happy. If I reject, then... okay, weirdly a large number of people... because they're all at war with Dong Zhao and the Empire too. Right, we're going to reject, actually, because the Yellow Turban Rebellion most definitely did not historically... oh, bloody hell. Yeah, I think history just happened. A lot of it. There we go. The Empire has, in fact, totally flipping dissolved. Okay, so the situation is, we're all still allies, the Yellow Turban Rebellion, and our alliance war continues against, like, the small factions we've attacked over the years. So, Ma Teng, Kong Rong, we're all in that together. We're no longer in an alliance war, however, against the Empire, because there is no Empire. The Empire's dissolved because, basically, the beginning of the base campaign has just happened. Every single one of the former Imperial members is now their own unique nation. Now, because they've been fighting together against me, plenty of them do actually like each other. So, Tao Ying over here, he actually gets on pretty well with all of his neighbours. Cao Cao's out there somewhere, but he hasn't got his normal territory. Liu Chong's actually doing very, very well indeed. Yan Shu is in a really damn good position, all things considered. Tao Quan would be in a good position, but he's dead, so his son's in a good position. Kong Rong is looking very weak indeed. There's a couple of minor factions who wouldn't be there normally, but are there now. But yeah, there would be very similar named factions floating around otherwise. Yeah, so that's the really interesting thing about Mandate of Heaven. Basically, if you play through it, after the first 40 turns, you basically have a normal campaign, except reshuffled. The Yellow Turban Rebellion may have been entirely put down, or, as it is here, it might be pretty much dominant north of the Yellow River, which is really, really damn cool. And the factions that are actually about to start fighting it out to actually take control of the Empire and become the new Emperor are totally different from how they would be normally. Oh, this is really cool. Right, so that's fascinating. Oh, and wouldn't you just know, as a result of all of the chaos, the Imperial capital is looking very, very vulnerable indeed. Oh, look at that. Level 9 proper Imperial city. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's just beautiful. You know, the nice thing about a level 9 city is the actual gatehouse is much larger, making it a much easier target for my ammunition, which is... oh yeah, they've got these things too. That's... okay, we should probably focus on them first. Okay, defences have been taken down, so we can just start laying the fire down on their troops inside the city, or my troops on the walls start cutting through their archers, because even basic infantry will very easily be able to just chop through archers. And as the cowardly troops of Dong Zhuo abandon their citadel, yes indeed, the three mighty heroes have liberated the Chinese capital. And better, of course, at this point, I can just start picking who I want to be at peace with versus who I don't. Because, say, Liu Chong here, I got no particular reason I want to be at war with him. I've kicked his ass plenty of times. He 100% is keen to have peace with me. In fact, I could force him to pay for it. Now, admittedly, my brothers would be a bit less keen on that because, you know, they want to have an ongoing war, take down the corrupt diddly-diddly-dee. But at this point, it's no longer a massive everyone versus everyone scrap. I can start picking and choosing who I want to be at war with. So we could crack on, ladies and gentlemen, but I suspect my time is up. Though I think you get the point, because this is fascinating stuff. It adds a whole new layer to the campaign, so it feels like a real massive one-on-one big scrap between the Yellow Turbans and the rest of China. It really feels like a proper civil war's going on. Which is good, because the Yellow Turban Rebellion in the base campaign just felt like, you know, a minor inconvenience. It was just a handful of rebels. It didn't really matter. It wasn't significant. But now it's a big damn deal. And it means you can have a shuffled base campaign after not much playtime. So yeah, I'd say it really adds to the replayability. Together, of course, with all the new toys. There's a lot I like here, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot I like indeed. But sadly, my time is up. I was only allowed to show you so much, and we've pretty much reached that point. So, a fascinating addition to Three Kingdoms here. This feels like a real step up to me, because say, if you've not been keen on the Warhammer packs, which tend to add, you know, a couple of lords and some unique mechanics for that lord, together with a free update, this feels a lot more substantial to me, given you're basically getting a refresh of the entire base campaign, plus a whole bunch of brand new toys. There's a lot here that doesn't just add a bit more onto Three Kingdoms, but improves what was already there. So, we may well see this again. As I understand it, there's a lot to come for Three Kingdoms in 2020. So, we might well be seeing another campaign at some point or another. I'll keep my eye on what Creative Assembly are doing. But this is really, really damn good stuff. I cannot wait to get back into it properly. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Total War Three Kingdoms. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
This guy's enjoying that. This guy's enjoying his elephant a bit too much.
Oh my god.
In Fair Verona, we set our scene. Oh my god, Becky, look at her butt. It is so big.
They've managed to glitch inside one of the buildings. Elephants in the rear! And then in come the chariots!